is enough said.
Happy Thursday, Heat Nation. Yo, boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are living your best life, staying positive, living with God in your heart. Now, please join me as together we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, in today's episode, you guys, first and foremost, let's talk about that game last night against the San Antonio Spurs. Miami lose again. They go 0-3 in preseason. But let's be honest, this is not something that's causing concern. Just because you losing games in the preseason doesn't really mean that's going to translate into the regular season. Because your starters aren't playing as much minutes. Your starters are out there for the first half of the game. Then the second half, it's usually the second and the third string. You would like to see some victories because it would show you that some of these second, third string level players can call for the task. But at the end of the day, it's about the 82-game regular season. However, during the preseason, a lot of stuff that we look for is whose game is taking the next step. Who's out there showing that they've maybe evolved a little bit. Now, obviously, breakout performers are Kel'el, Ware, and Ware Jaquez, who the topic of this video is going to be on. But you got to give credit to Norman Powell, you guys, especially with Tyler Hero out. We need someone to take that next step offensively. And Norman Powell showed last year with the Clippers that at times when Kawhi Leonard wasn't there, he was ready and able to call to the challenge. And last night, he gives you, in 26 minutes, 18 points, 6 for 13 for the field. He gives you 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a block. He fills the stat sheet. You also have a solid performance by guys like Andrew Wiggins, who gives you 8 points and 21. Actually, it's not really that solid. It's mediocre. Bam Adebayo gives you 9 points and 4 rebounds. Nikola Jovic, 3 points, 3 assists. You want to see better showing because Andrew Wiggins and Bam Adebayo both go 3 for 10 for the field. Obviously, this doesn't translate towards the regular season. We need a lot of guys to step up while Tyler's out. Now, I've said this before. I believe this Miami Heat team, depth-wise, is kind of loaded. When you look at this roster, even with Tyler Hero out, I really think that this team can be solid. But I've mentioned this, with Tyler Hero being out the first 15 to 20 games of the season, as long as the Miami Heat can stay 500, and this is me being, I guess you can say honest, not delusional. Look, I'd love for the Miami Heat in the first 20 games to go 17-3, and then Tyler comes back and just adds to that. But reality is we're going to have a lot of games where you're going to see mistakes. We're going to have a lot of games where offensively it doesn't look that great. So I'm hoping that for the first 20 games of the season, if Tyler's out, Miami can go 12-8, 10-10, maybe 9-11. Just to keep it afloat when Tyler gets back. Because when Tyler gets back, you're inserting a guy who can drop 25 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 40% from the three-point line. He only adds to this roster. And if this roster goes 500 without Tyler Hero, when you insert Tyler Hero back, you know that this is a winning ball club. And in order to be 500 or even better while Tyler's out, you need other people to step up. You need other people to show that they can fill that role. Now, guys that we're looking at are guys like Nikola Jovic, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, to take that next step and be leaders offensively. But you also want to see other players call up and step up to the challenge. And Ware Jaquez needs to be that player. Ware Jaquez needs to look at this situation with Tyler Hero out. 3 years in, Ware Jaquez, who had a breakout rookie season, averaging 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then his second season, all those numbers dropped off. 8.6 points a game. He shot lower in the from the field, lower in 3-point shots, lower in free throw percentage. He just overall had a slumping sophomore season. Now, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. So Ware Jaquez needs to look at this opportunity with Tyler Hero out as an opportunity for him to get more minutes. And last night he did that, I feel. In 28 minutes, Ware Jaquez gives you 19 points, 3 rebounds, goes 6 for 8 from the field, 7 for 7 from the three-point line. He doesn't attempt a three-point shot. This is something that you wanted Jaime Jaquez to evolve in his game, especially after his rookie season. After his rookie season, you saw two holes in his game: defense and a three-point shot. So you're hoping that he was able to upgrade. Didn't really. And here's what happened, you guys. I mean, I've mentioned this before, but in Jaime Jaquez's rookie season, he got a lot of opportunities because guys like Jimmy Butler, Haywood Highsmith, and Caleb Martin all missed extensive time with injuries. So Jaime was just automatically inserted into certain roles, and he excelled. But what happened was, especially towards the second half of the season, because remember, the first half of his rookie campaign, he was number 2 in Rookie of the Year voting behind Victor Wembanyama. Then the second half of the season, teams started to figure him out. Teams started to game plan around him. Teams saw that what he does is drives to the lane, does a spin move, does a bunch of pump fakes, you bite, and then he finishes. It was a game very similar to Jimmy Butler. The problem with Jaime Jaquez's game, and teams started figuring out, was when he got to the hole, did his pump fakes, and players didn't bite, he couldn't finish with a jump shot. A lot of times it was missing. So teams started figuring him out. Stay disciplined, stay on your feet, and let him beat you with his shot. So he hasn't figured that out yet. But being that this is his third season, and seeing that Nikola Jovic, the rookie that was drafted a couple years before him, just got a really nice extension, this needs to be motivation for Jaime Jaquez to step up and play better. And if it doesn't happen for this year, you guys, look for Jaime Jaquez to be an asset included in a potential trade. I can easily see the Miami Heat try to upgrade this roster during the regular season, because remember, the trade deadline isn't until February. So I can easily see the Miami Heat dangle packages between Terry Rozier's expiring contract, Jaime Jaquez's rookie scale contract, with a future second round draft pick, maybe even a first round draft pick, to get a player that can help this team compete for this season. I can definitely see that happen. So this is nut up or shut up time for Jaime Jaquez. But the other player I want to talk about, a player that broke out yesterday, Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware, who was challenged by Erik Spoelstra. Kel'el Ware, who Erik Spoelstra is seeing that he's maybe getting complacent in his starting center spot. Took that away from him and gave it to Nikola Jovic, a guy who's been busting his ass and working hard off season. You cannot have Kel'el Ware fall into the Hassan Whiteside mentality. Hassan Whiteside was awarded the starting job because of a great season he had in 2015, had an amazing 2016 and 2017 season, but after that, because of the max contract and because of his guaranteed spot, he got lazy. And when Bam Adebayo came and threatened to take the spot away from him, instead of working hard, he was already so complacent and lazy, he just bitched and moaned and played himself out of here. Last night, Kel'el Ware, 26 minutes off the bench, gives you 29 points, 12 for 19 for the field, 12 rebounds, and a block shot. I truly believe that the right starting lineup is having Kel'el Ware and Bam Adebayo play next to each other. When you have Bam Adebayo and Nikola Jovic out there together, there's certain holes, rebounding and rim protection, that these two guys don't really provide. Bam is pretty good at rebounding, and he's a mid-tier rim protector. But Kel'el Ware is amazing at that. That's Kel'el Ware's game. He can also hit the three-point shot. So I know that Erik Spoelstra knows the right lineup is having Bam and Kel'el Ware starting. But you can't just give it to him. You got to make him earn it. So I like what Erik Spoelstra is doing. And shout out to Kasparas Jaquez, our rookie, you guys. 25 minutes yesterday, gives you 8 points and 10 assists. Our only floor general point guard that we have. I'm seeing big things for Kasparas Jaquez. I forgot to mention it earlier, but I think he did incredible last night. Yeah, he went 2 for 7 for the field, 1 for 5 for the three-point line. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, but you're seeing a potential diamond for the future. I'm seeing why he was projected to go in the lottery. This kid is great out there, especially with the ball in his hands. But I believe, guys, in conclusion, that Jaime Jaquez and Kel'el Ware can take the next step. These are two guys that you're looking at and you're wondering, what is the potential with these guys? Are these going to be two guys that you award contract extensions to as building blocks for the team for your future? Or are these two guys that you look at as trade chips for a potential trade to make this team better? After Jaime Jaquez's first season, we were willing to give him the keys. After his second season, there's a lot of questions. Kel'el Ware, after his first rookie season, I mean, dude averaged 9.3 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, a block shot. You know, the second half of the season, his numbers were even bigger, averaged around like 11 to 12 points a game, over 10 rebounds, 2 block shots. He has it, but you got to keep the mind right. He's got to be able to look at this situation and feel, I need to earn my spot, not that it's given to him. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Jaime Jaquez and Kel'el Ware? What are your thoughts on Kasparis Jaquez? Do you think that these are three guys that are building blocks for the future or potential trade chips? Don't forget, if you guys like the episode, don't forget to like the video, share on social media, but more importantly, subscribe. We are pushing to 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.